want you to know that even though we doing it real grand, if this
podcast
shit don't work, we running up in niggas' houses, my word.
Welcome to the Red Clay Podcast. This is Dana Jones.
This is Michael White.
And welcome to the first episode. Happy holidays to all that celebrate. And our opening topic is gifts. And Michael, you want to expound on that a little bit?
For sure. You know, in the spirit of the holidays, when everyone is feeling giving and all of that good stuff. And also in line with wanting to introduce you guys to us and what this whole thing is all about. Let's talk about gifts and giving. We're giving this podcast to you on this frightful day.
Our presence is a present.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And what also occurred to me is, you know, as they say, the name is the first gift. You're given two of them. Your given name, as they tell you, and then your first name. And maybe I got that backwards. Either way, you're given two names.
Either way.
And yeah. So we talked about this a little bit before.
Yeah.
But
this is actually take 2 of the first episode because I was not recording like I thought I was. But it's okay.
So it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
But like I was saying, when looking up my name, it's kind of interesting. So in the Persian context, it means wise. And also, since this show is about this episode is about gifts, my name also means gift. And in Arabic, my name means beautiful pearl, which is interesting because my birthstone, which is in June, is a pearl. And the last interesting one that I saw was like in a Buddhist context. Okay. Like they pronounce it differently. They pronounce it Da-Na, and like it's in Sanskrit, and it's a Buddhist practice which means generosity or charity, or like cultivating generosity, which is interesting. How like when you look at etymology, I feel like etymology is the study of showing how cultures are connected and how like the same word can mean generally the same thing across different cultures and contexts. So yeah, that was interesting.
I'm kind of curious about like what was your response in the moment when you came across those like little specificities, those different versions of how to pronounce your name, what it means, you know, kind of what was, because a large part, and we'll talk about this moving forward, but like there's a reason for why we call it Red Clay. And as we started with that, the name just kept revealing itself to us and making more sense. And I'm curious kind of, you know, if it was a similar process for you or kind of what your response was when you came across those things.
Yeah, I think especially like, you know, with the pearl and that being my birthstone and also like it meaning wise, it kind of felt like my name was definitely meant for me. You know, my dad named me, but like, you know, he didn't look at any of this before he named me, but I'll get into how he came up with my name. But kind of felt like it was like, you know, a little bit ordained, a little destined. I was like, oh, this is cool that these things are adding up. And amongst like my family and my friend group, people know me to be pretty smart. So the fact that my name means wise, I was, oh, this is all adding up. But you know, my dad wasn't thinking about none of that. Yeah. When he named me, I was named after a rapper. Dana Dane. He's a British black New Yorker, like from the 80s. He has a couple cool songs, but yeah, that's how my dad got the name. It was literally kind of like he heard it, he thought it was cool. He didn't like any of the name my mom was giving me. I was gonna be a Logan Victor at one point. I was gonna be a Cameron at one point. It was gonna be a lot of different things.
I think you said
my dad shot them all down.
Was it Brandon too?
Brandon,
I can see you as Brandon. That's the crazy part about it.
And so yeah. So shout out to my dad.
Yeah.
He really and it's funny that like everybody in my family on my mom's side was just like was not fucking with it.
Wasn't rocking with it. Wow.
Especially my grandmother. Thought it was weird.
Really?
But then she told my mom that to her face.
It grew on her though.
Huh?
Did it grow on her?
Yeah, well she said like right when I was born, she was like, oh, I look like a Dana.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the hate didn't last long.
Okay. Yeah.
But so yeah. So how did you get your name?
Well, yeah.
Obviously the Bible, I'm sure.
Yes, for sure. My mother is a very religious, she might not like the characterization of religious, but very spiritual woman. We was in church at least 4 or 5 times out the week. Sunday morning.
4 or 5 times out the week.
Listen. Sunday morning, children's church. Then you get regular church, and then you get to after church, and then you stay to clean up and all this other shit. So that was Sunday. Maybe Tuesday we'd be there for like Bible study. Wednesday, maybe middle of the day, they would have. I wouldn't be there. My mom would go for like the women's prayers and whatnot, and then Friday we'd be there for like the youth church. And every now and then, Saturday they would have some extra shit where they doing like a bake sale or something like that. So my mother.
So you grew up in the church.
I grew up in the church, which is why I do not step foot in the church anymore. I have left that home. That home has left me, so I don't have a place there no more. But yeah, my mother is a very spiritual woman. She told my father, well, she said from a very young age she knew she was going to have nothing but boys. She asked God nothing for boys, and that's all she got. I'm one of 3. I am the youngest boy, and all of my brothers are also named after biblical people, kings. But me, the name Micah, is a minor prophet in the Bible. Growing up, she always told me it meant who is like God, and I've always had a interesting relationship with my name because I never really liked my name. For whatever reason. Yeah, it just never...
Were you picked on, or was it...
Wasn't even picked on. It's just like, I always felt odd and weird and just kind of like out of place because there was a lot of niggas named Michael,
Okay. You was like, why couldn't I just been that?
You know what I'm saying? Nobody could ever get my name right. Still to this day, I never get it's Mitcha, it's Mika, it's Mikhail, it's
ain't
Michael.
Like your name ain't common enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I've met a handful of Micahs throughout my life. But I guess for a lot of people, it just don't register for whatever reason. So I never really liked my name, but my parents were always on me. Because you go to like, I don't know, like Chick-fil-A or something like that. You go pick up something at the restaurant and you give them the name, and I'm like Micah, and they're like Michael, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, nigga.
And my parents hate that.
Parents
hate that.
That livid. They spend all this time thinking about the name, coming up with it, deliberating, all this stuff. So the second that the okay left my lips,
it's like you not allowed to let other people mispronounce the name I gave you.
Exactly.
We're not doing that.
No, it's Micah. They would come up all behind me and get up in the face of whoever it is that misunderstood, and they would just take over. And I'm like, all right, Dad, go ahead, you got it. You're right. No, you're right. And that's been my relationship to my name for a long time. And
when did it like? Do you like your name now, or are you just like, are you still like it's whatever, or like when did it?
It's definitely whatever. It's definitely whatever. And it probably has a lot to do with the fact that growing up, it's never been something like other people rarely call me my name. I get a lot of nicknames, and I guess everybody does, but you know what I'm saying. And a lot of them were like loving nicknames. One of my favorite people in like 7th grade, they used to call me Mikachu. And I was like,
wow.
that's cute. I'm with it. I'll rock with that, But yeah, like that's one of the things I think I'm trying to figure out. It's kind of like where I stand with my name. I used to think all the time growing up, like when I grow up, I'm gonna change my name.
What you gotta change it to?
I don't even know. Like I don't even know. But that was always something that like was a thought in my head. Like in the same way, like when I get older, I'm gonna like pierce my ears because my mom would never let me pierce my ear. It was 3 things. It was change my name, pierce my ears, and then grow my hair out. I have done 2 of them.
You did 2 to 3.
I did 2 to 3. And honestly, it's interesting because that also lends itself to like kind of this conversation about like gender and how people feel just intrinsically growing up from like a young age. Like I never ever liked having the fucking shaved bald head, the Caesar.
But that's the black boy starter pack.
Exactly.
Like
you have to.
It's like a part of me, like if I have sons, a part of me wants to put them through that just from
so
a cultural standpoint,
sure.
but also like, here's my thing. I think that when I see little boys with just the baldy, just like walk around looking like Kanye, like I'm like they look so like, and also like it's a bad haircut. A one all the way around is such a. So there's some guys who can rock it, but it's just like, especially like with for some reason, like little black boys, we all have just big heads
Big ass
in our
heads.
youth.
Yeah.
Like some of us will grow into it, but it's just big head, little body. And so one all the way around, it's crazy. And it's like, give the man a taper.
Something.
Like a tape, you know,
A
a little
fade.
curl on the top, like,
Anything.
you know, because like there would be such a distant. I remember when I started going to my dad's house in the summers, and the haircuts I got when I was in Virginia,
Yeah.
to the haircuts I got when I was in Houston, and he would cut my hair.
Yeah.
Like it was so much flyer.
Yeah.
Like he gave me a little taper, you know, a little length on the top.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this actually looks great. Like I want to get a haircut. Like,
Yeah.
and I think my hair grows really fast. So we would get haircuts every week,
For
and
sure.
it was just like, especially like in the winters when it's cold, just ice air on the back of your
Back of your
dome
head is crazy.
And I'm already overstimulated. Like it's a lot going
It's a
on.
lot. There's a lot.
But I don't know.
I mean, that's the thing I'm kind of envious of. Like these new parents out here today, they got their kids.
These got locks.
Yeah, these things
You
got
know,
locks,
afros,
and
like-
they got braid. They got it all. They be getting mad at their grandparents for cutting their hair. My mom would have praised my grandparents all the live long day, like all week, if they done took me to the barbershop and got me a one all the way around. But these parents today, they want their children to have that expression. They want them to have that type of shit that they didn't get to have growing up. And I wonder about it too. It's very funny you say you gonna give your son a one all the way around just so he know the experience.
Like I'm not.
No, for
but
sure.
Like I like.
But I hear that.
Yeah.
That resonates because I'm like, yeah, you got to know a little bit. You got to know a little bit of. That's got to be something like intrinsic that you have to be able to tap into.
I am going to overly grease their face.
For sure.
Aggressively.
For sure.
Like just can't breathe, smack.
Yes, yes, yes.
I am doing that.
You're gonna be disoriented. You're gonna be seeing stars.
Yeah.
There's gonna be little birds flying
'Cause I
around
love
your
you.
head. Yes, because
Yeah.
I care about you.
Yeah.
You need to
So
know.
you can't be in the world ashy, because then I look like a
Oh
bad
no,
parent.
never ashy. No, I'm gonna do it. Not even he ain't never gonna be ashy, but I'm gonna just do it just anyway,
Yeah.
just cause. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The one thing that made it a little bit like bearable, at least with the hair, was that mom would let you grow it out so you could get waves at the very least. That was the one thing.
Yes.
The saving grace.
Yes, and like that's like my like, if you could see us, like it has long hair, like
Yeah.
like it's in braids right now. You can still tell that it's long because you got the hang time
For sure.
in the back. Like
sure.
how long have you been growing out your hair?
I'm trying to think.
When I met you, it's been
It was
2 years now.
yeah, something like that. And
It was not. This
It wasn't that long, but it was in the process. I had shaved it. I think it was like 2018. I shaved my hair completely off.
I saw that picture. I'm not gonna lie. The ball with the hoop, it is kind of cold.
Yeah.
It's
No.
kinda cold.
No. And I've been
This
considering.
nigga said I know.
I mean, what can I say? What can I say? You know, like when you write, you write. You know, but that's also another look that I could live with being bald, just straight bald. Because also taking care of the hair is annoying as shit. But it was around then. We was planning on going to the military. Military didn't work out. It's a annoying story all in and of itself.
No,
we might tell that one of these
I have a
days.
military story.
We both got military stories, so we'll
That'll be
probably
another day.
Another day. And yeah, shaved it off. I come back home, hair shaved off, not even going to the military. And now my dad's like, well, go get a job, fuck nigga. So I'm like, all right, I guess. So we started figuring it out, and I just kept it growing from then. There was a time, my family is strange. My father got remarried to his current wife, his second wife, after my mother, in like 2021. He asked me to be
In 2021.
2021.
Damn.
He asked me to be the first man. During,
Oh.
during COVID, they got married in their house. It was a very unique wedding. And I went to the barber because my hair was just growing out because it was COVID. I was lining myself up, you know, but you need the back taken care of because I'm not even going to risk it. You know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
skill.
That is a real skill.
The lineup is just like
It's easy.
balance and just like
Exactly.
you know, but the back you need to know what you're doing.
You need to have mirrors and all this other crazy
Yeah.
shit. Niggas be really doing
I'm
it.
not doing that.
And I applaud those brothers for knowing how to do that. But that's not a skill that I have. So I had to go to the barber and get it lined up. Ironically, it was also on a military base. I still had, I was a dependent, so I was able to go to the military base. And you go early enough in the morning, you get you just a clean lineup. You ain't got to wait in line for no other niggas.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody going to the military base to go get a lineup. But they're competent. And the nigga, it wasn't even that serious. It really wasn't. I had like a little bit of an afro, and I wanted him to just like take the sides down, just like like a one on the back, and I was gonna do a little bit like a flat top and just let it all grow out.
Yeah.
And the nigga was like, man, I ain't want to try to do it. I was his first of the day, so I don't even know what he was on. But he was like, man, I ain't even trying to do all that, man. What you talking about? Like, what the like? He was just complaining, and I was like,
you're at work.
yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
what?
I'm not doing all this. So I got the fuck up, and I went back home, and I lined my shit up, and that was the last time I went to a barbershop back in 2021, and I just let it grow since then. And yeah, now here we are, 2025. My shit is all right. It's still got a ways to go. I would like it. You ever seen what's his name? What is it? Ziggy Marley? One of them Marley niggas where the shit is down to their ankles on the.
That's what you want? You lock it up?
I'm gonna see if it could go like that. No, actually that's a debate right now too. If I'm gonna lock it up or just keep it in braids, because I am my father's son, which means I am cheap, and I do not like going to the barber. That was an easy out to never have to pay.
You get locked. You have to.
If I get it locked, see that's the other.
I mean, maybe you don't have to.
There's ways, because I had locks before, and I just did
what?
I just did freeform. Yes, I just did freeform locks.
You was Chaka was every nigga.
No, literally, I was literally every nigga, and I had it. It started off because I was really trying to emulate like what The Weeknd had, like before it was the pineapple. Like
you was trying to be an original man.
You know what I'm saying? Like the mid-tier joint, and yeah, this was like when I was 16, 17. Drove my mother insane because my mother is also a woman.
Oh, I know your mom hated that.
She always had her hair like permed. Growing up, she's one of them. And she actually love her. She's just recently started embracing like her natural hair too. She did the big like chop like maybe 2-3 years ago. She's growing out a little afro and everything. But her and her mother were part of the good hair like generation. And my mom's she's a little light bright. She don't want to admit it, but her skin tone is a lot brighter than mine.
Okay.
And
she like me or
she's like maybe a little closer to like the joint.
That's
like,
a crazy.
A little bit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She caramel. She's a little caramel, right?
Okay.
But she so she comes from that generation, the good hair, you know, all that type of stuff. And she wanted to make sure her children didn't look nappy or crazy or anything like that. So when I told her that I'm just going to let my shit grow how it grows, it was very difficult for her to accept.
Yeah, I know.
And I never had to go to like a barber, not even barber, like a loctician or anything like that. You just let the shit grow. But she forced me to do that. She forced me to go to a loctician, and they got it cleaned up. They parted everything, made it look pretty. And yeah, the debate right now is whether or not I'm going to do that again, or if I'm going to, because again, I'm my father's son, which means I am cheap, and I don't want to go to somebody every couple months to repart the new growth and all this other shit.
Did Toria braid your hair?
Yeah, she does occasionally. So this last time, she don't know how to cornrow, but she puts it in twists and everything like that, and that has been helpful. God bless her. But yeah, it's
No, but the braids are iconic.
Yeah, I agree.
I could spot you in a crowd a mile away.
I see.
Just because it's like, that's
just
and they're all black.
Yeah, the all black is also a big part of it too, for sure. But no, yeah. So yeah, it's all tied in there. But like,
got you.
I mean, that's another conversation too. Like,
yeah, the hair. So that'll be an episode.
That'll be another episode for sure. But like, yeah.
Like back to the names, I got picked. I was actually my name too.
Yeah.
I was very serious about it. I got relentlessly picked on. With my name, like. Oh, it's a girl's name, or that's what it really was. It was like, it's just like, it's a girl's name. You light skin, so you must be gay. And I'm like, oh, I thank you for telling me something I didn't know. Like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it was relentless. Yeah. Like and also too, like being a military brat, like we moved around a lot.
For sure.
So it wasn't like I go to a school, I get picked on my name, and the next year it doesn't happen because everybody knows me. It was like, you're going to a new school, so we're going to redo this again. Sometimes I might move in the middle of a semester, or not a semester, but a school year. Sure. So it's just like, you know, September I'm getting it, I moved to a new school, now in April I'm getting it again. It's just like,
that's heartbreaking.
I hated it. And
because it's like if you stick with a certain group of people after a certain time, that gets old
like,
for them,
and
they're gonna stop. But once they stop,
like every single year.
That's heartbreaking. Yeah.
But it kind of stopped in high school. I think just like the maturity just kind of, but also like high school is when I started going to my last 3 years in high school I was in the same school.
For sure.
So everybody knew me, so it wasn't like a resurgence.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until the end of high school that like people actually started liking my name. And at that point, I didn't care. It wasn't until I got out of high school that I started to like my name.
For sure.
And I think my parents did a good job.
Well, what was it that, because throughout all of that, I'm not hearing that you ever like hated it, and maybe part of that was there. I believe you talked at some point about like how you were mad at your parents or something like that about like why'd you give me a girl, something like that. There was probably a little bit of that there, but at a certain point, like you started to appreciate it or enjoy it, or it wasn't as contentious as it was at some point. So what
I think
changed?
like it got to a point like where I was still getting. I was never mad at my parents for giving me the name. I was just mad I was getting picked on.
For sure.
But I think what helped was like I grew up with my grandmother in the house. She tried to hit me with some knowledge. It's like, you don't have a girl name, you have a unisex name. And I'm like, what is that? And as the slightly bookish kid that I was, went to the library,
For sure.
got a dictionary, looked it up, and I was just like, oh, it could be both. And I thought that idea was cool. I was probably like 8.
Yeah.
But I thought the idea was cool that my name could be both.
Yeah.
And I was always on the hunt for like girl Danas.
For sure.
And
You ever find one?
I've met literally one girl Dana in real life.
Okay.
And it was crazy because after that, I realized that actually my name isn't very common. Like, it's just a handful of Danas. And the only male Dana that I met was when I was, a couple years ago, I was working at this credit union. And I saw his ID. I was like, no way. And I was like, he was probably like 60 something. He was black too.
Oh, wow.
He was black.
Wow.
And I was just all like, I was like, Dana, and he was just like, he's like, yeah, and I could tell the way he said yeah that he had the same experience that I had. And I was like, my name's Dana too. And he was just like, stop. And I had my nameplate and we bonded. That was cool.
Wow. The pain in his voice, you could
Yeah,
just see.
no, literally.
It's very funny because I've met a couple Micahs. The first other Micah I've ever met was when I was like in maybe first, second grade, something like that. And his father was the principal of the school at the time.
Okay.
And we did not get along. It was there can only be one type shit.
And it's not gonna be you.
It's not
My
gonna
dad's
be
the principal.
It don't matter who the fuck your dad is, bitch, nigga. We gonna fight and we gonna figure it out. And after like a year, his father stepped down from the principalship. They went to another school, and lo and behold, I was Micah number 1. That's the nigga that was left. You know what I'm saying? And everywhere I've been since then, I met like a girl Micah. I met another kid, white Micah. Like, mind you, the first Micah I met, he was black. And he was an ugly ass nigga too. I still hate the nigga to the day. I can't even lie to you.
Evil twin.
No,
You hated him.
No, yeah, evil because he was ugly and stupid, and not
He was ugly and stupid.
and nobody liked him. And he was broke and ashy, and he had no future prospects. And
How
he
you
still
broke when
don't.
you were a kid?
Because you could tell niggas that are broke.
All kids are broke.
Some niggas are broker than others. You know what I'm saying? We was in school where we had to wear uniforms, and even his uniform looked worse than mine. And I'm like, how y'all gonna let this
Crazy.
nigga get ahead like this? Anyways, it don't matter. We let it. You live and you learn. But anyway, so you was telling me.
You've been ahead of your whole life.
Always, constantly. Well, it wasn't that I was a hater. Them niggas started hating on me for no reason. I remember I had, you get like the it wasn't even Jordans. It was like this is after my parents like broke up. So two different like households, 2 different incomes. They trying to get back together and everything like that, trying to get themselves back on their feet. So they weren't buying me Jordans, they were buying me Shaqs. They was buying me the joints you could get from fucking Walmart and in City Trends and so on and so forth. And sometimes the shit was hard. Sometimes the shit looked alright. I was always critical of like what I would wear and whatnot. But we showed up to school with like some hard shit, and it was like the
You were still going to the school that was uniforms?
Okay. Yeah, all the yeah.
So, yeah, so the shoes mattered a lot.
Yes, the shoes definitely, because that's the shoes and the hair. That's the only form of expression that you got, and maybe backpack, lunchbox, that type of.
And if you're a black boy, your hair is not a form of expression because you have the baldy.
No, because you got the one all the way around. Because you got a black mother that don't want.
You have a black mother.
Yeah, because she know you ain't gonna take care of it, and she was right. I would not have taken care of it at that age. I gotta be honest.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because that's the thing they always tell you. He ain't gonna take care of it. He ain't gonna do nothing with it. He don't even know how to wash his ass still, you know?
But I think though, so they was right.
They was 100%
but
right.
also it was just like, she not gonna take care of it because you're not a girl.
Exactly.
Because when you're a little girl, they're not taking care of their hair. Their mom is.
The mom is taking care of it.
But I think that's that like gendered
for sure
thing.
There's different expectations. Yeah. And what's even weirder, there was like like I stayed at that school maybe up until 4th grade. And there was another kid that showed up, and he had like long ass hair, and I'm like, where the fuck? I don't know. He might have been from the islands or something like that. But he was another little ass kid, you know, and he didn't have a one all the way around. So I started looking at my mom crazy. But anyways, that's another thing. So we had the shoes, we had the joints that had. It's not pleather. It's the type of like squeak.
It's like that soft plastic.
Not yes, exactly. But it's like shiny. You know what I'm saying? So we were sitting
Like the patent leather.
Thank you, patent leather. I couldn't think of the name. It had the patent leather shit on it, and we were sitting for like story reading time, whatever the fuck it was. And you said crisscross applesauce, so you sit like on your knees or whatever. Bless you. And the patent leather on both of the shoes touching together was squeaking together. And niggas turned around, he farting, and I'm like, you stupid ass. No, I'm not. But once you are levied with that accusation, and they already don't like you because you Micah number 2, you fighting for your life at that point. Not just that day, but for the rest. You remember this bitch ass nigga farted last earlier.
They could there was no statute of limitations. It's
Never.
like whatever you did in grade, they can bring it up and make it new.
Yeah, absolutely. The new hoes show up to school. He was farting.
That's the nigga that farted.
This nigga was farting the other day. Don't even pay him no mind. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. And yeah, I forget why I brought that up.
Because you're a hater.
Because I'm a hater. Oh, that's why. Because them niggas was hating on me. They was levying the accusations at me. I was an innocent young boy with light in my eyes, and I was a good Christian boy too, believing in Jesus and going to chapel every single day, going to church 4 or 5 times out of the week out of my own volition. And niggas turned me into a demon that has not been extinguished ever since. So
clearly,
that's kind of how we got to where we were, and how Micah number 2 is still a bitch ass nigga to this day. Is he in a PhD program? I doubt it.
Keep up with him?
No, fuck. I mean, I look.
The light PhD flex was crazy.
I can't even lie.
It was crazy.
I looked up the nigga, I think 4 or 5 years ago, because he had just a memorable last name. That nigga wasn't doing shit. So I know I came up ahead. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be the most revolutionary niggas where the elitism comes out every once in a while, because the PhD flex was ridiculous.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong when you say that, that's something that I have to contend with.
But you're not contending with it today.
Not today. He got to contend with himself every day of his life. He lives in Atlanta to this day.
And mind you, this is all because they have the same name, yo.
I mean, it's because we have the same name, and he's ugly, and he was ashy and broke, and a tryhard, and had no prospects in life, and he still ain't got no prospects in life. But anyways, so
allegedly,
confirmed, guilty as charged, rather. So anyways,
so do you like your name now, or is
it's not that I like my name, but it's like, if a nigga shows up to your hood, you gotta rep for the hood, and you gotta get the fuck off my block, bitch, nigga. Like, what are we talking about? There ain't nothing to talk about.
I guess I get that because I feel like your name is more common than mine.
You think so?
Like, for sure.
I guess. I mean, even.
But also, like, just because your name is from the Bible, so like biblical names are just gonna.
For sure.
Like, I'm sure. Like, I've met a handful of Ezras, and as far as Bible names go, that's not a common Bible name.
Not at all.
But so
yeah.
But yeah, I've only met one other Dana in real life going through school, and it was a white girl. She was cool. But by that time, I didn't care about my name. I was like, I just have one. And then before I graduated, I actually liked it. I was like, oh yeah, I think I'll keep this.
Yeah.
But I think my parents would have been devastated.
Agreed.
Because it is, I get it. It is kind of like a smack in the face.
Yeah.
So like, you know, your mom, like, I birthed you, we named you, and you just gonna
do that to me?
Check, like,
the only way that I think is justified is if you convert to Islam. If you go to prison and you change your life and you turn shit around, your parents are, okay, he's Malik El Shabazz, you know, like I get it. I'll let him have that. You know what I'm saying?
But I think, like, I remember this, my mom and her now husband, her boyfriend at the time, there was a point where I wasn't eating pork because I thought I was allergic.
Okay.
But because I'm black and have a low haircut, and allegedly I look like Malcolm X, I don't see it.
Niggas
both light skin.
Really? Yeah.
But like, and beyond that shit.
Yeah.
But like,
if you twist the glasses up.
And yeah.
but people assumed that I was Muslim.
For sure, for sure. Did you have a beard at the time?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then, yeah.
So they assume. Look, and I get it. I look real.
They would have been justified.
I look real Islamic.
For sure.
For sure. But people assumed that I was Muslim.
Yeah.
And I remember one time somebody like asked me about it.
Mm-hmm.
They was just all like, because they would start talking to me about the Quran and like, and I was just like, why are you?
Just confused.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they was just like, well, aren't you Muslim? And I was like, and Mia, but where did you get that impression?
Not even aware. Yeah.
Yeah, not aware. I'm like, because here's my thing. I think that I'm like the blackest looking person ever. Aside of me being light skinned, like
For sure.
if you look at my features,
For sure.
it's very Negro.
Yeah, it's very. I was thinking. Same.
Like it's very Negro. Like
Yeah.
I got 2 black
sure.
parents. I got
For
4
sure.
black grandparents.
For
like,
sure, for sure.
You know, some of us a little bright, but hey,
You know.
slavery.
Yes. Yes.
Slavery.
Speak on it, brother.
But like I'm black,
Mm-hmm.
but people perceive me as being like super like racially ambiguous, and I'm like, y'all are color struck.
For sure. For sure.
Like I have Hispanic people starting to speak Spanish to me, and I'm like, I'm not
It's
that.
not me. Yeah, it's not me.
But recently, people have been thinking that like not only Muslim but like Arabic.
Really?
They think that I'm like, what's that Nav?
Really? He's
They
like.
think that I'm like one of him.
You're Indian.
And
That's
I'm
what they
like,
think.
oh, you look
Interesting.
just like no.
That's disrespectful.
He is cosplaying as a light skinned black man.
No, he is honestly.
Because like I think it's like I look like you can look into the lineage of men in my family. It's like I look like because we are black men.
For sure.
They don't look like their dads don't look like they look like
Indian niggas. Yes.
Arabic people.
Yes.
They looking like me.
Yes. Yes.
So I understand who's the originator.
Exactly.
I'm looking like
Talking-
myself.
We looking like the original black man out here in this
Original black
motherfucker.
man.
That's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying?
That's a joke. That's a joke, y'all.
I don't know. It ain't that much of a joke.
Michael, please.
You should see him on the weekends. He talked about he don't know that he comes off as Muslim. I seen him wear a kufi before. He got the whole shit draped.
You have
all
never
time.
seen
What you
me
wearing right now,
before.
big dog?
I'm wearing a kufi right
if
now.
if y'all could see my brother right in front of me, we won't get into that, but you know, it's
This is fake news.
You can understand where some of the
When I look
allegations come
back
from.
now, I see why they thought that I was Muslim.
For sure.
But and the thing is too, I'm so respectful to people. Like when people who are clearly like black Muslim,
For sure.
they'd be like, I remember I was working at the bank, and I saw his ID. And I was like, oh, he's clearly Muslim. And I was like, oh, assalamu alaikum. And his eyes lit up, and he started like chanting. I was like, whoa,
Slow down, slow down there, big dog.
slow it down, slow it down.
You was trying to be
literally pump your brakes.
you was just trying to be an
I'm
ally.
not, because the thing is too is like he was like a black Muslim,
Yeah.
and you know them niggas.
Yes, yeah.
Respectfully.
Yes,
Them
respectfully.
Niggas, like I was like, whoa.
Yeah. It ain't like that, big dog.
I was like, I'm not. I'm just respectful.
I'm still gonna eat pork.
Yeah, in your face.
It don't matter during Ramadan. I have to apologize for that.
But you know what? I think if I lived in New York during Ramadan, I think I would participate just out of solidarity.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's so many of them.
Yeah, they really
and it's
do
kind of
that.
like you can't not be in community.
Yeah.
So I think out of solidarity and respect, I think that I would like by osmosis
For sure.
like
Just
participate.
participate. Yeah. I think that's just you. I
That-
understand
'cause
that.
but that's the
'Cause-
thing. Like I'm not here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
When people meet me and they think that and they get to know me, they think that like I'm a villain.
Mm.
I'm like, oh, you haven't met my friend. Like, and when I say I'm always talking about you, like Mike is actually a villain.
Well,
Because side note, he argues with niggas on the shade room comments.
this is true, but you know, when you write, you write. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
That's the place to go be right.
and look, I talk shit all day, but to my friends,
Yeah.
I'm not on the internet with it.
I be talking shit to niggas I don't know. It's actually really funny. When I first came to VC, I transferred from community college to here, so it was honestly in like 2020, 2021, where they required me to go through like an orientation. But because it was COVID, they had it on Zoom.
Yeah.
And they had these Zoom rooms filled with like 300, 400, 500 niggas. I didn't even know Zoom could hold that many people. But they were just going through like the orientation, and they had like, it was like the Matrix. You look at the chat and the shit is just zooming by. Just like you can barely keep up with it. And you get adjusted to it, but after a certain point, I was just like talking shit, talking crazy to people in the, check that. We still good. Yeah, I was talking to people in the comment sections, just making jokes, cracking jokes, you know, like whatever. And I have
Also,
worked.
the fact that this nigga saying that he's cracking jokes, it took a whole year before I heard him say a joke.
I don't know if that's true.
And,
I was joking.
And also, you don't smile.
I was joking during the warmth. I was joking in the warmth.
No, you wasn't.
I think I was joking during.
No, you were
during our
not.
class. That's another conversation.
You was not.
I'm pretty sure I was.
You said it. You said in humans class. You definitely wasn't. You was always on that. On that. It was just like, oh, this nigga read books.
I don't know. Maybe you. I,
It was a psychological ontology.
Please.
I'm like, nigga, I don't even know what these words mean.
We're gonna ask Jocelyn. She'll be the tiebreaker. She'll be able to tell us. But I was
I'm not gonna ask Jocelyn. Ask Kamari.
ask Kamari, ask Jocelyn, ask anybody that was in
I'm
that
gonna
class.
ask all them niggas and then like, did Mike ever say a joke in class?
I'm pretty sure I
Or
did.
was he always dead the fuck serious?
Nah, I was out there. I was jovial and joking and full of whimsy and light and joy, like I always am on a day-to-day basis. But all that aside,
You know when niggas say like, I stared into the abyss and it stared back? You the abyss. What they talking about?
hey man,
Like even you when you laughed just now, you didn't really smile.
I don't smile. With the, I don't smile with the
You
eyes.
just,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, it's not there.
And for someone who has big expressive eyes like
Yeah,
you,
for sure.
you don't be nothing comes across the eyes. It's like damn.
Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. I will consider.
But it's okay.
It's okay. That's part of the. You know,
You my boy, it's okay.
I love, there's got to be room for that. You know, in black spaces. You know, you got to have a nigga that is just a little like off-putting and uncomfortable and just straightforward and serious all the time. And I get that from my mom. My mom is very serious. My dad is
Because she's a praying woman and everything is serious for them.
that is also very true. She is a praying woman, and it's always principalities and
But we
and
need
demons.
them, like-
We do need them. We need some prayer warriors on our team. You know, I'm just a prayer warrior in a different way. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. I do my prayer.
Just a warrior.
You know, call it whatever you want, big dog. It
Like
is
you
what it
just
is.
like to fight.
You know what?
For the love of the game. No purpose, no like just
you're
for the
right.
love of the
No,
game.
you're right. It is just the love of the I
Like
realized
before you got these politics to fight for, you was still fighting,
I was-
but just because.
I was. My friends told me I was mean a lot in high school.
Exactly. My point exactly.
So I'm working on myself. It's a work in progress.
no, he's not.
I am trying. It's little by little. I'm gonna get better.
Okay, I'll give you that. Little
But
by little.
I was in this group. I was in the chat, and niggas was just talking. We was making jokes, blah 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 blah. And at one point, there was a nigga. I don't know. Who knows how old anybody ever is, right? But he was like constantly, at least 3 or 4 times. He was like, "Follow me on Instagram." You know, get on
In
my
the
Instagram.
chat?
In the chat, yeah. He was like, "Who want to follow me on Instagram?" And at a certain point, I responded, "Don't nobody want to follow your stupid Instagram, fuck nigga." And at first, he didn't say nothing. And people started laughing. People started laughing at
But
him.
niggas hate when niggas is funnier than them, especially at their expense.
Exactly.
I can't let this slide.
No, he couldn't. He definitely could not. And people was laughing, and they was like, "Yeah, don't nobody watch it. What are you talking about, bro?" And I was like, "Yeah, nigga, think anybody gonna follow him? I mean, we just roasting nigga. I don't know who he is. I just see a name in the thing, and he sees my name, but I don't have no picture associated with me, and neither does he." This nigga, you know, you can private DM people on Zoom, and that's what this nigga did. So I see a red fucking thing pop up. You know how the name change. And he was like, "Bitch ass nigga, what the fuck is you on? What the fuck you acting all hard for out here?" And the blah 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 blah. And I was like, "Bro, it ain't even that serious. Get the fuck off my shit." And he stopped responding. Like we went back and forth for a little bit. I forget exactly what words were exchanged, but after that, I think that was the first day of orientation. The second day of orientation, the chat was closed, so we couldn't go back and actually go in the chat anymore and respond to people and create
Because of y'all.
community, create a beloved community in that chat like we were on that first day. And in large part, yes, I do believe it was because of me.
It was definitely because of you.
There were times in high school where we had I'll put it like this: there was a period where myself and my friends, we got into some stuff, and then the semester after that happened, they had security cameras up in the school, and we're in places that they did not before.
Okay.
And I'm not so sure that it just spontaneously occurred to them, "Hey, we need security cameras. We have this in the budget now." I think in large part that there may have been a causal link between my actions and their actions. And I notice a pattern of that happening throughout my life where I do stuff
And then people
and
things
if
happen.
people respond,
And the system retaliates.
The system retaliates. And that is when I say I'm working on myself. That's one of the things that I'm trying to work on.
Mind you, this nigga has also staged a graduation walkout.
I mean, yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. That you try to use your powers for good.
For sure.
To boost other people up. But I have to be so
But
honest.
I don't think you're into boosting others. I think you're tearing things
Well,
down.
I am, but the thing I'm trying to add is the boosting people up. That is
That's the part you're working
That's
on.
the part I'm working on
Gotcha.
because I'm very good at destruction and tearing people down and making
Yeah.
people feel less than.
Yeah.
But it's about trying to create a beloved community, as the great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said,
brother.
so long ago.
Oh, brother.
So
Mind
yeah.
you, this is the first time I've ever heard him mention that man. Ever mention that man.
I mean, there's a time and a place for everything, and there's going to be a time where I learn how to cultivate community and build others up, and that time has not come yet. I have.
And it ain't close either.
It ain't close.
And
It
it ain't
ain't in
close
the
either.
future. It ain't gonna be this year. It ain't gonna be next year. But we gonna get there, and that's why I need other people in my life. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's just part of my journey. I'm just a boy at the end of the day. What can I say?
You know, normally I would say you're not a boy, you're a man. But in this sense, he is just like Micah likes when things break. Like explosions, like as it should be.
I could rock with that.
So in that sense, you are just a boy.
Yeah. So
I think that's a good stopping point.
I agree. So
But
this is,
we've been going for 50 minutes. Yeah, no, that's great.
yeah.
That's perfect timing.
So this is our gift to y'all.
Yeah.
On this
Happy
day.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Thanks for tuning in
all.
to the first rough episode.
Yeah, you know.
But it's only up from here.
Because this is the Rec Play podcast, we got it up the mud.
Exactly.
Oh, that was so hard! Ah! But thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
We'll see y'all next time. And if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, that means that there is already an episode 2 because we're hitting you with the Akimbo episodes.
Exactly.
So go ahead and
The 1-2
go
punch.
to the next one.
Yes, just keep on moving.
Just keep on moving.
Yeah.
You know, you should be with your family, hopefully.
And if you're not,
show it to your family, listen to it with your friends, spread it out. And yeah, we'll see y'all in the next episode.
all right, peace.
Peace.